It's a clash to decide the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. Now Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, he's going to air it. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Score Bills 7. Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Dolphins ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we... Quick pass out to Miller. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Complete to Scotty Miller.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. 36 yards on the play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
5-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Jones on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game. And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by Ware. A gain of 6 there on 1st. How about the 1st quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On 2nd down, Singletary. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's the end of the 1st.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 5 wide.
Singletary here running out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 26.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 55, pass 85. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
From midfield, here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for the Bills. And even 40 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
That's
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
On Austin on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, it's Tua. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down, Miami.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua going up top for Miller. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
No. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. Mike 51, Mike 51.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And here's Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep is Tavon Austin. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From midfield, here's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tua now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where did you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Push him back. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Breida.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Miami.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. This is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
52's the mark, boy, 52.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On play action, Allen toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Now Allen again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still 15 yards to go, second down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the front.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on first down, Allen is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw, Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They run here with Singletary. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Extra bulk up front for second and inches, 3 tight ends. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but now it's third down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
And the Dolphin first down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness. No Super Bowl trip for them this year.